I got into diving because my older sister was really good at swimming, so she used to race a lot at Sydney Olympic Park, and that's actually where I first saw diving. And as soon as I saw it, I fell in love with it. I used to go down and watch them when she was racing, and yeah, I just wanted to start as soon as I saw it. After Rio, I was a little bit disappointed. I think for me, I didn't place too much emphasis on the placing, but I know that if I had have dived a bit better, I could have probably placed higher. It's all about the process and the performance and taking it dive by dive. So for me, the competition I put together, I wasn't 100% happy with, but that was good fuel for me to then come back and keep working hard and try and improve from there. Because I focused a lot on the process, I wasn't focused straight away on Tokyo because it's another Olympic cycle away, and for us there's a lot of events in between. It was about coming back and looking at what I could improve on immediately, and then trying to get myself ready for the next competition season, which was a year after, and then after the year after that, and the year after that, and step by step basically. Com Games for me was a really big thing because it was in front of a home crowd. It was my second home Commonwealth Games, but also for us, diving at the Gold Coast was a really big challenge with the weather conditions there. So it was something that we'd been preparing for a good 2 or 3 years beforehand, and I always really struggled a lot mentally in that pool. So for me that was a really big victory, not just in terms of the result, but also that mental challenge I had to overcome leading up to that. The challenges have been definitely with injury leading into Tokyo. It's no secret that I've got a lot of injuries, and I have for a while now, and for me it was actually a good thing that the Olympics got postponed because it gave me that extra time up my sleeve to kind of prepare and get over some of those injuries. So this time round it's a lot better for me. I feel a lot better prepared than I did at this time last year. COVID was pretty challenging. I found I was still motivated to train, but it was just different. It was really different training at home. I'm lucky because I actually have a home gym, so I already had a lot of equipment like crash mats and things like that. I did go and buy a trampoline as soon as we went into lockdown though, just to have that extra bit of equipment to train on. But I think it was really helpful. I think the hardest thing in diving is maintaining that aerial awareness and continuing to somersault and rotate. So being able to do that really helped when I came back to training after COVID. Being able to see the bigger picture a bit more is a really different mental space from where I was before, where I had definitely more of a sole focus on diving. Being able to have other things in my life takes a bit of the pressure off diving and helps me not get so stressed about everything leading into competition. I try not to put too much weight on the placings or medals or things like that. For me, my personal goal going to Tokyo would be just to execute a really solid list of dives 3 times, prelim, semi-final, and walk away really happy knowing that I'd put everything into the event leading up to it and that I was able to put my best into the actual competitions as well. I would tell myself, if I was diving in Tokyo just before the final, I would tell myself just to relax, enjoy it, and dive freely, just enjoy the experience. It's hard to do when you're under pressure and when there's a lot riding on it, but I think that's the key for a lot of people, is just to enjoy the moment that you've worked so hard to get to.